Good morning, third grade. Today you have a review lesson, and so it's actually lesson 97 and 98. We're going to just review them together, and so that way you can prepare all of the different skills you've learned for your test that will be tomorrow. Okay, so we'll start with reading the story problems. I am going to try not to help you too much since you have a test that you need to prepare for, but I'll at least read them for you. It says Madison spent $12.84 on a gift for her sister and $12.95 on a gift for her brother. How much change did she get back from $30? Okay, so first it says Madison spent $12.84. And she also, because it says and spent $12.95 on a gift for her brother. How much change did she get back from $30? So that means she had a $30 bill that she could take to the store. So there's two different ways you can solve that. So I will let you choose how you're going to solve that problem. Okay. Next one, Jacob can read at the rate of 125 words per minute. How many words can he read in 5 minutes? So here's that special word, per ounce, per day, per month. This time it's per minute. We have 125 words per minute for 5 minutes. So if you're not sure, it says 125 words per minute. So here's a minute. Then you need to do 5 minutes. So 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. What are you going to do there? Next, I would like you to do all of number 2 because this is our new skill. So it says find the fractional part of each whole number. So I'm going to have us start with the 1/2 because even in yesterday's lesson, I had some of you that remembered how to do the 1/2, but you didn't remember how to do the rest of them. Okay, so when you say 1/2 of 22, you might know what half of 22 is. Okay, because what's half of 2? It's 1, and half of 2 is 1. So therefore, half of 22 is 11. But when we say half of, when we're taking a number and splitting it in half, what are we also doing? We're also dividing. And so now when you look at this problem, so example A, when you look at this problem, what numbers would you divide? I hope you remember that we said we never divide by 1 because otherwise you get that exact same number. So now you have 4 and 32. So how do you divide that? You do 32 divided by 4, which means you can skip count by 4s until you get to 32. Okay, so the equation that you would write, if you're writing an equation, you go backwards. You start at 32, then you divide, and then you use your next number to find your answer. Okay, so please do those. All right, now follow along because since we're doing 2 lessons, you are not going to do any of number 3. I would like you to practice some multiplying, especially our times 8, since we just learned that it's a double, 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 but you do not need to do B. For number 5, I would like you to do all of these, please. Okay, all of these, because this is practicing adding and subtracting fractions. Now, luckily, these are all the same denominator. So what that means is I'm saying 2 sevenths. Then I go count 4 more sevenths. So 3 sevenths, 4 sevenths, 5 sevenths, 6 sevenths. And then I can actually write my number. Okay, so you're just adding, you're only having to worry about adding the numerators because the denominators are the same, so you're just adding on to the same fraction. All right, let's go over to the back side. Okay, I would like you to please do all three of these because this is just good practice for us. Bushel and peck, you might need to look up in your interactive notebook, but I would encourage you to start memorizing those. All right, then number 7, I would love for you to do number 7, where you are going to try to find out which one is the larger of the pair. So remember, the way that I like to think about it is look for if you have the same denominator or the same numerator. So since this one's the same denominator, it means that the pizza is already cut into 3 slices. You can't change the slice sizes. There's already 3. So would you rather have 2 slices or just 1 slice? Hopefully for this one, you were thinking that you would like 2 slices. Now, when you have the numerator that's the same, that's the one where your parents are only allowing you 1 slice. 1 slice. So, if you need, draw it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So try to make your squares about the same size, or your rectangles. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Which of those looks like you get bigger pieces with it? You only get 1 slice. You only get 1 slice. Which one looks bigger? Hopefully you're thinking this one. All right. Number 8, I'm just going to do one of them with you. So please listen to it. You don't need to do B or C. Just listen to A, please. And then you can repeat it if you need. The number is 200,300,400. 200,300,400. Okay. All right. You also do not need to do this division one, but please try dividing by 7. If you need, work by writing out your 7s on the side of your paper or the top or the bottom. Okay. You do not need to do any of the homework since we're doing 2 lessons. Okay, now the reason we're doing 2 lessons is the second lesson is nothing like the first lesson. So it says use the data in the table to complete the line graph about the National Zoo. So you have your labels down here below: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The same labels are here in your table. So you need to write your title. What do you think the title would be of this graph? And then you're going to go and copy down the data from the table onto the graph. So this one says 3,250. So you follow the Sunday line. There's a Sunday line here. And then it goes up. So you want to find 3,250. And this is a line graph, okay? So when we're talking about a line graph, it means we're making a line. So I just put my dot here because I'm going to connect it to the next point. Okay, then on Monday, find Monday's line. Here's Monday's line, so it's going to go up this direction. Okay, it says 2,000. So I find where it has 2,000 and I make my dot. Now I can connect those 2 dots. Okay, so use a ruler if you need, but it should be a straight line. Okay, so continue doing that, and then you're going to answer the questions about it. So it says write a title for your graph. B, the day of the week with the most visitors was. C, the day of the week with the fewest visitors. Which 2 days had the same number of visitors? So So look for two that had the same. And then how many people visited the National Zoo on Friday? So this is a line graph because we made lines. The back side, you're going to use a bar graph because it has bars. So you're going to answer those questions. So it says, what is the title? B, how many people visited the Reptile Discovery Center? C, how many more people visited the Asian Trail than visited the Elephant Trail? So you're going to find, here's my Asian Trail, here's my Elephant Trail, here's where they line up. How many more was on the Asian Trail? And then which exhibit had twice as many visitors as the Elephant Trail? And finally, using the data, complete the pictograph. That means you're making pictures, but a pictograph has a key that you need to follow. Your fish do not have to be perfect. Just even if you do maybe, or even just do an X and then a circle side and a straight side. Okay, so please complete that. And if you have any questions, please ask. You have your test tomorrow, so make sure that you know what the skills are. All right, good luck.